welcome to episode 11 of Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts. Today we are going to be talking about Merpeople and Grindylows. As always, I will be using my copy of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, so let's get straight on. So first of all, we're going to read what the book says about Grindylows. So it says, Grindylow, Ministry of Magic classification 2X's, which means harmless / maybe domesticated. A horned, pale green water demon, the Grindylow is found in lakes throughout Britain and Ireland. It feeds on small fish and is aggressive towards wizards and muggles alike, though merpeople have been known to domesticate it. The Grindylow has very long fingers, which, though they exert a powerful grip, are easy to break. So that's all the book says about Grindylows. Then on to what the book says about merpeople. Merpeople, also known as sirens, selkies and merrows. Ministry of Magic classification for X's, which is dangerous / requires specialist knowledge / skilled wizard may handle. Merpeople exist throughout the world, though they vary in appearance almost as much as humans. Their habits and customs remain as mysterious as those of the centaur, though those wizards who have mastered the language of Mermish speak of highly organised communities, varying in size according to habitat, and some have elaborately constructed dwellings. Like the centaurs, the merpeople have declined being status in favour of a beast classification. The oldest recorded merpeople were known as sirens, Greece, and it is in warmer waters that we find the beautiful mermaids so frequently depicted in Muggle literature and painting. The selkies of Scotland and the merrows of Ireland are less beautiful, but they share that love of music which is common to all merpeople. So the first thing I want to point out is that the merpeople that we've seen in Harry Potter are actually selkies, because don't forget the series is set in Scotland. So that's everything the book says. So on to the history a little bit. Grindylows and merpeople both were not invented for Harry Potter. They already exist in mythology and folklore. A Grindylow, or Grundylow, is a folkloric creature that originated from folk tales in the English counties of Yorkshire and Lancashire. The name is thought to be connected to Grendel, a name or term used in Beowulf and in many Old English charters, where it is seen in connection with meres, bogs and lakes. Grindylows are said to grab little children with their long sinewy arms and drown them if they come too close to the water's edge. Grindylows have been seen as a bogeyman used as a ploy to frighten children away from pools, marshes or ponds where they could drown. That's quite interesting actually, because Grindylows are in Harry Potter and they're in Hogwarts. Well, they're not in Hogwarts, they're in the lake, which is a place predominantly for children. It's kind of like she's paying homage to the mythology and folklore of a Grindylow by placing it in the midst of a school full of children. Obviously merpeople have a huge history, so I've decided to speak about selkies in particular very quickly and the history of those, because they were also not invented for Harry Potter. Selkies are mythological creatures found in Scottish, Irish and Faroese, I hope I've said that right, folklore. Similar creatures are described in the Icelandic traditions. Selkies are said to live as seals in the sea, but shed their skin to become human on land. The legend is apparently most common in Orkney and Shetland and is very similar to those of swan maidens. And then again, there's a lot about selkies. So in terms of Harry Potter, as far as I'm aware, Grindylows and merpeople cannot survive outside of the water. I don't think we've ever seen one on land. So this goes on to, will we see a Grindylow or a selkie person in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? I would say no. For one, I don't know if there'd be any in Newt's briefcase, unless there is some sort of water in there. So if there's a lake in the briefcase, because we know it's sort of a Mary Poppins concept. But the likelihood of it, I just think no, because we've seen Grindylows and merpeople in Harry Potter already. In the Goblet of Fire, during the Triwizard Tournament we saw them. And I think for Fantastic Beasts, although they are probably going to bring back creatures we've already seen in a more reimagined way, the likelihood of them bringing back a lot of creatures we've already seen, well, I don't think it's very likely. So I think the last thing we need to talk about is merchandising. Is there a lot of merchandise for Grindylows and merpeople regarding Harry Potter? Not really, again. There's not anywhere near as much as there is for something like owls or pygmy puffs or dragons. So there's not that much. I'm trying to think if I have anything that's a merperson or a Grindylow. I have a few postcards, but I don't have any No, I don't have any cuddly toys. I don't know if they made any cuddly toys. Did they make a plush Grindylow? I don't know. I don't think in this room, this is the Harry Potter room, I don't think there's hardly anything to do with Merpeople and Grindylows, and I haven't really seen any merchandise for it. You'll have to let me know. I might do some research after doing this video. I probably should have done the research before, but I really don't think I've seen anything like that for Merpeople and Grindylows. So that's about it for this episode. I mean, I could go on and talk about the history a lot more, but then this episode would be about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even an hour long, because there's such a rich history for mermaids, merpeople. Yeah, as much as I would love to sit and talk about the history with you, because that's something fascinates me, as much as I'd love to sit and do that with you, I don't think anybody has the time to listen to that for an hour or whatever. So I think we'll leave it there for Merpeople and Grindylows. I think the conclusion is I don't think we'll see them in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but they do have, don't forget this, it's very important, they do have 3 movies to fill out, because Fantastic Beasts will be a trilogy. Next week's Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts will be on measles, so that will be really interesting, I think. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next Sunday with another Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts, and I will see you with other videos in between in the meantime. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye!